Hey, this is Shan for Difference of Skill, and I'm bringing you a tournament report. So basically, we drove down to, or actually, I drove down to Porco with a bunch of other people. It was like 45-minute drive, and it was horrible. I got a cramp halfway, and it was really hard to drive, so I had to drive with my left foot. For any of you drivers and trying to drive with left foot, it's not easy. While I had my other foot crossed and rubbing it on a highway going at like 100, so it's all good, right? Because we got there in one piece, and I'm making a video, so I'm alive. Um, no, fuck. Emily, I can't do that. Anyways, alright, so I went to play Weiss Schwarz, and yes, they're like, Chan plays Weiss Schwarz? I like hated that game. And then I'd be like, I don't hate Weiss Schwarz, I just don't like the people who play it, and they think too much about it. Like, think nothing of it, play the game. That's basically what I like to say. A lot of people think that Weiss Schwarz takes a lot of skill. Like, they shit on Vanguard, saying Vanguard takes no skill at all, when in reality, Weiss takes about as much, maybe a bit more, because there are a bit more choices. Like, I know a bit more advanced Weiss, as they would call it, but I choose not to care, and I played this troll deck, basically. I could have entered the tournament with a legit deck, but I chose not to, just to prove a point. So, let's go on with the... I'm just going to tell you how I went. So, before I show you my deck, because that's the whole point of the story. So first round, pretty standard first round stuff. Played against Guy, won. Not much to say here. It's first round. Anyone can win in first round. It's kind of just like one of those shaky, oh, did you get lucky kind of things. Round two, it wasn't bad. My opponent, he lost. He was salty. You could see it. All my opponents were really salty. And then uh, game three, played against one guy. He was so salty to a point where he actually had an outburst of like rage, and then it was really awkward because he yelled. So I was like, whatever. But that's a different story. I'm not gonna tell it because it's kind of rude, I guess, to say something like that. But then it's still kind of turn and report. Game four, I played against Weiss Warrior 00. I'm sure you guys still know him. He comments on some of the videos from before. We had a really fun game because I'm pretty good friends with him. At least I hope I am. Weiss Warrior. I hope you can prove that right. And we just had fun, and it was very close. For those of you who play Weiss, I lost at 3-5, and I lost at 3-6 by going at 3-5 deck refresh to 3-6, and canceling 3 attacks in a. I canceled 2 attacks and took 1, so I think I was at 3-4, took 1, 3-5, 3-6, and then canceled the next 2. Basically, I maximum outskilled him. Basically, is how it's supposed to be. And game 5, I lost to another friend. He was playing Disgaea, top tier deck. I'm not actually playing a top tier deck. So in the end, I won $15. I still got first place. Wait, Swiss, right? I don't understand either. And I won this pack of sleeves. It's $15, so first place was $15. My friend playing Sky got second place, and the rest of the people from our area did not top, unfortunately. This pack of sleeves is really nice. I actually haven't seen this one before, which is why I actually got this instead of actually just buying someone a pack of sleeves and selling it to them for like the same price or like less. So that's actually a pretty nice pack of sleeves. I'm probably going to use these very soon, so stay tuned for that. For those of you looking for Vanguard, you gotta wait. Mail doesn't come right away. I'm just gonna say that. Alright. So let's start with the Climax cards. I'm playing Sympho Gear, I guess. I'm playing 4 Gold Bar. For those of you who don't know what Gold Bar does, if you trigger it on your amulet, what's it called? What's the trigger called? Is this called trigger? Like, no. When you check the top card of your deck, what's that called? No, in Weiss. No, it's not called draft check. You're fucking crazy. Anyways, so when you play Weiss, when I check, no, when you like, screw it, I hate you. If you guys haven't caught on, I'm on Skype with Amulet. We Skype a lot because we're bros and whatnot. So this card, if you check this card for your trigger, it has Gold Bar on it. You get to add this card to your hand and take the top card of your deck and put it into stock. One reason why this is good. The climax itself is plus 1,000 plus 1 soul, which is really important in my deck. And also, it technically lowers your chance of getting a climax because you already got one, and you get to take the next. You instead of putting this in your climax, you add into your stock, you add to your hand, and you put the next card. The next card is unknown, so technically it could screw you over. But this deck, you can search through your deck, so you would know if you had the climax there or not. So you can plan for that ahead, and if not, if you are unsure, you can just pay that one out because it's kind of like a free stock in a sense, not really. So I play 4 gold bars. I play 4 Mega Death Quartet because it's in English. It's a +2 soul. 2 soul trigger here, +2 soul to the whole field. Pretty self-explanatory, hits lots of damage. I'm playing 1 of the cannon. I don't know, I think that's what it's called. It's not actually called the cannon, but it's a level 2 3 cost event. Your opponent takes 6 damage. This damage can be cancelable. Most of the games this was in my stock or in my clock because I didn't want to use it. The only reason why I'd use this if it was like a casual game and I was kind of just having fun with it, so I should probably take this out of the deck. Another really powerful card in my deck. It's a stock support. It's an alarm. So if this card is in the top card of your clock, so basically you clock this and draw cards, and then if this card is in the top of your clock, all your noise trait gains +500 times the number of stock. So say if your deck is really stock efficient, you have 8 stock, and then you play this on your clock, all your noise gains +4,000. So the 4,000 is a decent amount. Worst comes to worst, you play it as a 2/1 6.5, and it's a noise trait, so it's not that terrible. Basically helps the deck get over big cards. So now, next card I have is Duck Call, as we like to call it. Basically, it's a 1/3 event. Search your deck for 3 ducks and put them into play. You can only play this event if you have a green female character, which is Chris and this other big-breasted lady here. All ducks that come into play this turn by this card's effect gains +1,000. So it's not terrible. So I'm going to put these right here because some people are like, what the hell is a duck? Right? So next card is the big-breasted lady, which I was speaking of. When you play this card, you can pay 1 stock to bond for this event, which then fills the condition of using this. So it's a pretty good combo. You play this, grab bond is when you pay 1 stock and salvage a card or take a card from your graveyard back to your hand, and then you play this to search for the ducks. So it's all good. 3 double R Chris. This is a climax combo with the Death Quartet, so the +2 soul. If you have Chris on the field and you play the Death Quartet, you can add 4.5 to any character on your field, so it doesn't have to be herself. So which also helps get over a lot of cards. I never actually use this climax combo because I didn't actually draw them in time. Most of the time, I just stock this clock to draw for this card. For character, I do not know since I didn't actually watch Symphogear. Emily, did you watch Symphogear? Okay, so you won't know either. Basically, this is my brainstorm. You tap, pay 1 stock, mill 4 cards. If you get a climax, you get to salvage 1 card. Yeah, it's the red one. It's not Kanade. It's not Kanade. No, it's not Hibiki. Hibiki's yellow. It's Hibiki's best friend. Before It's Hibiki's best friend before Tsunade died. Kanade died. Spoiler alert. So this is actually helpful. If you trigger your last card as a climax, you can use this to pay it out. Or if your deck's really bad, you can, like, if your deck has like 1 climax in it, you can brainstorm this out. If you get the climax, you can salvage a second one and brainstorm this too. Since the deck is very stock, it's not stock intensive at all. In fact, there's only 1 card that costs stock, which is the climax combo, I guess. It doesn't really count. And the duck event. So you'll have a lot of stock. Most of the time, if you don't have clean stock, you want to pay it out with the duck call. So if you triggered a climax on your last 3 attacks, you play a duck call to pay out the 3, and then stock will be clean again, and you get your new 3, and hope you get a better luck there. Okay, the most important part is deck ducks. All right, so here I'll just have this as a giant stack for now. This card's effect. The first line states that you can have as many of this card in your deck as you want. So you can have 50 of them in your deck and have like no climax cards and be retarded, or you can have 42 and 8 climax cards. Huh? No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have to play 8 climax. It's not mandatory to play 8 climax. Yeah, they let you be stupid in this game. Unlike Vanguard, where you have to play 16 triggers. Anyways, if you have 2 other noise, remember it's other, this card gains +2k. So basically, if you have 3 of these quackers, you get they're all 3.5. So I'm playing 22 of these, so I'll count them up for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So the basic concept of this deck is that if you go second, you play 3 of these, you swing, and then you just continue the cycle. Now, a lot of people were like, how the hell did you get first place with this? And one thing I'm going to say is, I, I canceled and they didn't. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say that this deck is top tier. I made a lot of good reads, made good choices, or anything. I just, simple as that. The game, when it comes down to it, did you cancel? No. Well, I win. So, a lot of people were kind of choked a little or like mad that I was playing this, and I really don't understand because it's kind of just like playing Weiss, except the game doesn't last like 30 minutes instead it'll last 10, even less, maybe 5 minutes. It's the same game, except my deck is prepared for it and your deck isn't. Why are you angry at me for playing like an actual deck, right? So yeah, the main reason why I played this deck was I just wanted to prove a point, really. Kind of just wanted to have fun. It was kind of a joke. There's like, yo, Chan, you should enter with noise. It's gonna be funny. And then I entered with noise and got first place. So, just saying, if you're trying to play Weiss and you think Weiss looks too hard, realistically, it's not actually that difficult. If you want to play at the most basic stages of the game, it's not hard. If you need to think a bit higher, where like, oh, I have to consider color. What color do they have? If they have a counter, can I get over it? If I get them, if they take this, they'll be at level 2. They can use a higher power counter, so I should attack the other card first. There's a bunch of little stuff. Counting your climax cards, remembering where they are in your stock. I would say that it takes more skill than Vanguard, but it's in the same ballpark because realistically, you kind of have to figure out both these things in both games. Like, I'm not going to go into it because that's not really the point. This was really just like a tournament report. So it was pretty fun, to be honest. A lot of the people from Richmond, where I come from, in case you guys didn't know, we enjoyed ourselves. Except for Stanley, he kind of raged a little at the very end because he didn't do very well. But anyways, and yeah, we just went there to enjoy ourselves, and I got first place. And the locals there, didn't really like it, I guess. One of the people, not shopkeeper, I believe he was assistant manager, Albert or Alberto, I think it's Albert. He was really cool about it. He played me after we were done the tournament. He played like best 2 of 3. I won the first one. He won the next 2, and then he even shook my hand and said, "Oh, your deck is pretty simple, but I see how people can just adapt to play the playstyle." And I'm just like, this guy, I respect this guy a lot because he understands what I'm trying to prove, and it was all good. I didn't have anything against anyone there. Like, I didn't hold a grudge against anyone, but I'm sure a lot of people held a grudge against me. So, anyways, enough of that. Don't expect me to be playing a lot of Weiss. If I do, I will be playing Ducks, so it won't be much fun to watch. Unless you guys like watching me get, like, no climaxes in my stock and, like, cancel every attack. I think the most fun part of today's tournament was that I made a lot of duck puns or, like, noise-related puns when they announced the listings or like the pairings. It's just like Chan versus this person, and I was like, looks like it's gonna be a noisy finish, and then it was just like really bad. Hey, shut up! I mean, it's supposed to be lame. It's a pun. and like, or like, oh, did you cancel? I couldn't hear you over all this noise. And then like, I was basically trying to make the worst puns I could. Maybe that pissed some people off, but mainly I didn't try to BM anyone, so I don't know why people are so angry at me. But it's all good because got first place. Enough said, right? So sleeves, very nice. Yeah. Would I go again? The place is kind of in the middle of nowhere, but I would go again if not frequently. Like, that place is so in the middle of nowhere. It's like a 45-minute drive, and by transit it's impossible to get there, I think. It's like, I think one of the people said it's like 2-hour transit and then you have to walk. So I was like, what the fuck? It's basically in the middle of nowhere. So the place is called Treasure Chest Games and Collectables, I think. I'm pretty sure. If you Facebook search Treasure Chest Games, it's the one with the TG or TC. Go check them out. They have a lot of anime related product. If you live in the Coquitlam area, you can definitely go there and take a look. I hear if you live in the Coquitlam area, it's only like 10-minute drive, so it's not terrible. Yeah, check them guys out. The guy who hosts the tournament, he's a really cool guy. The rest of the people, I guess it's normal for not to like outsiders basically to come into your tournament and win. So I fully understand. And that's about it. So I'm going to put a link in the description box below about this place. I'm not being sponsored or anything. I just had a really good time there, so I want to, like, give my best for them. So yeah, see you guys later. Bye.